I am just back from church, um, where I give a reading, and I just thought I would share it here as well. I was having a sleepless night about a week and a half ago now. A lot of sleepless nights lately. When I discovered this poem, I read it through 3 or 4 more times and thought that someday I would share it here. Then the world, that was already too much to bear, started pressing in on our hearts and our minds and further overwhelming them. The idea of self-peace suddenly felt trivial, insignificant, even obscenely self-absorbed. I've been sitting with that feeling, and here are some thoughts that have come from that. Maybe it's like on an airplane, where they tell you to put on your mask first, because you won't be of any use to anyone if you pass out. Maybe it's actually our responsibility in this moment to care for ourselves so that there are still people strong enough to pick up the pieces in the future. Do we become accomplices in terrorism if we spread the terror? Hold on to the terror. Grow the terror. What happens when we make a conscious choice to grow hope and love instead? There are things we can do, things we should do. We can donate money, sign petitions, offer our home to refugees, share useful information, but we are limited. There's not one person in this room who can single-handedly halt climate change. Not one person who can reverse a pandemic. No one who's able to cross an ocean and stop war. How we show up for ourselves is within our power. We have control over how we show up for our family, our friends, our community. I'm not suggesting turning a blind eye. Never. Never. But being bogged down with despair doesn't help anyone. Being a beacon might. Growing hope and love will help someone. Reaffirming the value of life. Filling the well up so that it can spill over, creating pockets of peace in a world so desperately in need of peace. With these thoughts, I bring you this poem because you have to hold peace in order to be able to share it. So this is called The Cure for It All by Julia Fernbacher. Go gently today. Don't hurry or think about the next thing. Walk with the quiet trees. Can you believe how brave they are? How kind. Model your life after theirs. Blow kisses at yourself in the mirror, especially when you think you've messed up. Forgive yourself for not meeting your unreasonable expectations. You are human, not God. Don't be so arrogant. Praise fresh air, clean water, good dogs. Spin something from joy. Open a window even if it's cold outside. Sit. Close your eyes. Breathe. Allow the river of it all to pulse through your eyelashes, fingertips, bare toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe until you feel your bigness, until the sun rises in your veins. Breathe until you stop needing anything to be different. I found that in a book called Poetry of Presence, an anthology of mindfulness poems.